everyone, good evening. I'm Chief Meteorologist Darrell Winninger from the Central Oregon Daily Weather Center. We're taking a deep dive into your most reliable forecast because through the next couple of days, we're still going to be in an active weather pattern. After that, more sunshine and our next warming trend. But let's focus on some of your headlines through the next couple of days. More rain is on the way with some snow. Some light totals are even in the forecast as we go through late Wednesday and Wednesday night going into Thursday. But there will be some clearing between systems, and there's a potential for some slick roads, especially through the Cascades, and winds are going to be gusty for most of the Tri-County area. So all the things, those are all the things that we're going to be tracking here. Let's break it down with what we've been seeing through the day today. We still have a lot of cloud cover through the Cascades, but look across the rest of the Tri-County area. Each one of these four cameras shows mostly sunshine, partly cloudy in a few spots, and that's because we have been getting some in and out clouds. Satellite and radar shows no precipitation in sight. The few showers that have been coming up the west slopes of the Cascades getting absorbed by the mountains, and there have been a couple sprinkles coming into the rest of Central Oregon. Winds have been a little breezy at times. We'll take a look at that and everything else in the next couple of minutes, but let's go ahead and look at the bigger picture. First, we are well in advance of this next front, the one that starts to impact us through the day tomorrow, so it's well offshore. Now, just between that front and the coastline, there are some showers, and some of that could be rolling through tonight, but when we go ahead and zoom out even more, we're looking at enhanced satellite imagery. This is infrared satellite, and those lines you see all over the map, those are isobars, so lines of constant pressure, and we're slightly under the influence of a ridge of high pressure over the Tri-County area right now. Further offshore, we have this shield of cloud cover that's coming right over the coast right now. That's going to be what's coming and going tonight. Further behind that, we actually have some stronger winds. You can tell because those isobars are a little closer, but this system is well out over the Pacific Ocean. When we go ahead and take a closer look at it, the actual low is over the Gulf of Alaska, and that cold front stretches south over the North and Eastern Pacific, so the system isn't very strong. And as it rolls inland, it's going to start to break apart, and what that means for us is there will be a chance for rain and some snow showers, but a lot of it's going to be absorbed by the mountains, kind of like what we're seeing on radar this afternoon. So our forecast model actually shows where this system is starting out over the Pacific Ocean. Now here through tonight, we're expecting partly cloudy to mostly cloudy, in and out clouds. Now there will be times of clearing. There will be a few chances to go out and look up and see some of those stars, but it's staying dry until we hit the morning hours. Sunrise is at 6:39. But by 8 o'clock, after sunrise, we start to see snow through the Cascades, and some of that begins to work its way into the lower elevations. For the most of us tomorrow, it's just going to be rain showers with some snow showers possible, just not much sticking. Then going forward through Tuesday evening, we start to clear out. There's the break between systems, but we're not done. Focus on the bottom part of the screen right now. The next system starts to roll north out of California and Nevada, and that's going to push through the Pacific Northwest, starting to bring some of those rain and snow showers by 9 a.m. Wednesday. Then we start to see that low, and we're looking at scattered showers. So what's actually happening is wraparound moisture is coming in, and with low pressures, they spin counterclockwise. And it's pulling in some moisture all the way around, and it's what's coming into Central Oregon. So I'm going to take a moment, and we're actually going to go through this a little step by step a little bit more. So through tonight, partly cloudy, in and out cover, times of clearing, gentle breeze. By tomorrow, we start to see those snow showers, and as that cold front gets closer, it's going to become scattered rain. So snow levels are picking up just because of the diurnal temperature change, just because it's warming up and those snow levels are rising, but we keep getting snow through the Cascades, a little bit of wintry mix. And then by Tuesday afternoon, it's mostly rain showers, and we start to see some clearing as that front fizzles out. After that, that's system number one again. System number two starts to roll in from the south, and by 9 a.m. Wednesday, a few flurries, couple snow showers, mostly the eastern half of the Tri-County area, so even further east of the 97 corridor, but then that starts to fill in with more mountain snow. Now, this isn't a typical system, because the typical system is like the one that we are having tomorrow, where it comes off the Pacific through the Cascades and into the high desert. That's where the mountains get pummeled with snow, but right now we're getting wraparound moisture, so moisture coming in from the east to the west, and coming into central Oregon. Now winds are going to be gusty at times, but a lot of that snow is actually going to fall in our lower elevations too. We're still not talking about much in the way of totals, but a few spots might have to break out shovels or snow blowers, and then later Thursday we start to clear out as that low fizzles and it completely almost dissipates. But between now and Thursday night, some light totals are actually going to be expected in the lower elevations, a little bit of snow in the higher elevations, so let's time this one out too. Between now and 7 a.m. tomorrow, not much, just a few light showers for parts of central Oregon, and some of us might get a few sprinkles, that's about it. Then fast forward until 11 p.m. Tuesday, many of us will have gotten wet, little bit of snow in the Cascades. Fast forward again through Wednesday, that's where we start to see some totals on the ground, but it's not quite over. Remember, this lasts through Wednesday night going into Thursday, and by the time it wraps up, we're looking at a trace to maybe 2.5 or 3 inches, so not much across the high desert, 4 to 8 inches through the Cascades. The highest elevations could get up to 12 inches, but I think even that is going to be pushing it. So, meanwhile, when we talk about temperatures, today we topped out in the 40s and 50s across the high desert, have some missing numbers on there, but we're still mostly in the 50s with some 40s on the map. That's as of 4:42 p.m. But tonight it's getting cold. And a quick look at some of those temperature differences. I'm going to pull up a different one here just so we can get some better numbers. Still missing a few, but we're running between 1 and 10 degrees warmer than we were just 24 hours ago. But tonight we're falling back through the 30s, reaching into the 20s for many of us, just not everybody. That average low temperature is going to be right around 30. The average high tomorrow is going to be right around 50. So warming back up into that seasonal range. The average high temperature in Bend is 49, in Redmond it's 52. So right on target for this time of the year. And remember, morning to midday showers are expected, clearing by the afternoon. Even this evening, winds have been gusty at times, those gusts between 10 and 21 miles per hour, mostly coming out of the northwest. The actual wind speed more like 5 to 15 miles per hour, and I think that's what we're going to be expecting through the day tomorrow. So remember, everything to the left of that white line, that 430 line, is already observed, and everything to the right of it is forecast. And what we're looking at is winds have already shifted around to the west-northwest. Are going to be soon swinging around to the southwest, and by that time we're back down to just a light breeze. Through the day tomorrow, between the late morning hours, we'll call it 10 a.m., all the way through the afternoon, winds are going to be breezy, even gusty at times, so 10 to 20 miles per hour, and then by Wednesday, not as strong of winds, but later in the day, those wind gusts are going to be up to 20 to 25 miles per hour again, as that next system starts to roll into the Pacific Northwest. So for tonight, temperatures fall back down to either side of 30. We're talking 20s with a few 30s on the map. Now, most of the high desert is either going to be near or below freezing with in and out clouds. By Tuesday, that's when we're getting a little wetter with afternoon clearing. Rain and snow showers expected, highs in the mid to upper 40s and lower to mid 50s. And then looking past that, that's where we're looking at temperatures dipping down for a couple of days. Remember, on Wednesday, it's not just showers, but some snow showers and a few light totals are expected through Thursday morning. And then temperatures start to rebound, getting back up to above average for this time of the year by the weekend. Sunday and Monday, temperatures stay above average as well. We're still looking at 50s with only some 40s, but temperatures start to come back down on Monday. After that, our days 6 through 10 temperature trend shows that it is going to be cooler than average for this time of the year. It's also going to be wetter than it typically is this time of the year because more systems are rolling through mostly during the midweek of next week. So that's pretty further out in the 7-day planner. So just to recap, more rain and some snow are on the way. Clearing between systems definitely expected. It's going to be a 1-2 punch. The first one coming through tomorrow during the from the morning through the early afternoon and then clearing afternoon. And then the second one on Wednesday, mostly later in the day and continuing through Wednesday night going into Thursday. So some slick roads are expected by our Thursday morning commute, and winds are going to be gusty for most of us until the clearing. And then that next round of sunshine brings us our next warming trend as we're wrapping up the work week and going into the weekend. So that is the latest in weather. Join us tonight on Central Oregon Daily News. It's at 5 and 11 on ABC and at 6, 7, and 11 on CBS with the latest headlines and news and your most reliable forecast. Join us. We'll see you then.